Welcome, dear children, to the Rajkumar College Rajkot, Form, Form 4 Computer Science. We have already started with the chapter 10 Internet. In that, we have learned the different terms of Internet, right? What is the use of Internet, um, and how you use the different facilities given on the Internet. The companies that provide us internet is internet service provider, right? Now today we are going to see what is search engines and email services. And on email I'm going to show you how you can create an account and how you can send a mail. Okay, so let us start with the search engine. Fine. Now, search itself is a word means to find something, right? To find something, we need some application to help us out for searching, right? So, we are being provided with the search engines that allows or help us to find out the different information on the internet. Now, let a student take one example. Suppose I ask you to please open your chapter 10. So first thing what you will do, you will find out the page number, right? It is very easy and fast to open the chapter 10 if you find out the page number. So immediately you will check the index, you will see where is chapter 10 and you will find out that on which page it is, right? So suppose you have opened your textbook and it is you see in the index and you see that chapter 10 is on page number 83 and immediately you open the chapter 10. In the same way, the internet is also providing us a engine, a search engine, okay? And in that you can type your information and it will immediately search for you. The engines are like Google, Bing, Yahoo, right? You open any web browser, type the search engine, for example www.google.com. You can see here this type of screen will be opened and you can type here the information you want to collect from internet. Here is the example given of Cartoon Network. Just type your Cartoon Network and there is your option called search. Just click on that and you will get the information related to the Cartoon Network. So search engine it makes our work more easy. Immediately you will get the information. If you have proper website name, you can just type the proper website name on the address bar and immediately it will open. So search engine is really useful for us. We can use any search engine you like. You can just open the browser, you can write www.yahoo.com and it will help you to find out the information that you type in the address bar. Now children, we will go to email, right? Electronic mail. Till now we used to write a letter and send to the post office, and from post office it used to be sent to the given address. There you were supposed to pay to the post office and used to reach to the person to the opposite side. Some letters were payable, right? If you want to send it immediately, so you have to pay for that. Now nowadays it's a media, it is an electronic medium. Nowadays we use for each and everything. Even for shopping nowadays we go for online, right? In the same way, for sending, receiving messages, we are using email, electronic mail. Now children, again email service has been also provided by Gmail, Google Mail, Yahoo, right? There are so many, I'll show you in the video just next to this. In that there are so many that they provide us the email. You can create your email account in that, right? Now what is the use of email? Right, electronic mail, it is most of the widely used application of internet. It is the fastest and convenient way to communicate with others, right? Immediately you get the message. We can use email to send and receive messages. We can send an email to any person who has an email address. Okay, I want to send you, your email address should be there or then only it will reach. I'm going and posting a letter in the post office but there is no address written. How can a person can send, right? In the same way, the you should have the email ID of the person that you want to send. The message arrives in the recipient's email box within seconds or minutes, irrespective of his location. If I am sending you a mail, you are a recipient. You are receiving. Okay, so you are recipient. I am the sender. I will send to you. So you are recipient. So in your inbox, it will show that a new message is arrived, right? We can receive messages from anyone who knows our email ID. We can also read and reply to those messages even. Okay. Send and receive files. Not only the text messages, you can attach a document, a picture, or a music file. Fine. So let us read that. Send and receive files. In addition to the normal text based email, we can send almost any type of file in an email, including documents, pictures, and music. A file sent through an email is called an attachment. Now when we'll open the video regarding how to send a mail, it is also showing you how to send an attachment. Okay, you are writing a letter, along with the letter you want to attach a picture or a file, then you can use the attachment option and you can just select the file. Send messages to the group of people. Now email is not limited to one person. You can send it in a group. Okay, all together, the same message you want to send to everybody, you can send it in a group. Okay, now when you complete your typing the message, you have to click on forward messages. Okay, when you click on forward message, it will be sent to the recipient. Okay, it will be forwarded to the person whom you have selected, whoever addresses email ID you have selected in a group of people. If you have selected, then it will be forwarded to them, or if you have selected only a single person, then it will be forwarded to that person, right? When you click on forward. Sending email is free on internet. Okay, it will allow you to it is free of cost to send a mail. Now we were talking about mail ID, address, etc. Now email address also has some rules. Okay, you have to follow that rule to create an account. First name, you can put your own name in the email account. Okay, so this is the example. See, it is they have given the example of their book, so they have written kips@gmail.com, right? Even you can write your name at Gmail or Yahoo, wherever you want to create your account. Just a name, @ and the website name where you have created your account. So this way, and there is no space between here. If you think that I'll write here kips and then give one space and write @, no, there should be no space in between. It will consider invalid user ID. Okay, it will not allow you only to make the space in between. So no ID will be created. So there should not be a space. Second thing, user ID means the email address, okay, is a unique. If I write Suchi Mehta at gmail.com, then Suchi Mehta is only one. Or nobody means I can create like Mehta Suchi, another account, but Suchi Mehta only one, unique. It is unique. Nobody can keep no second person can keep Suchi Mehta like that. Okay, it will not allow. So this way you can a unique email address is there. Okay, now children, I would like to show how to first create a Gmail account. Okay, now let us start from the beginning.
These days, you gotta have an email account. It's simply the way the world communicates. Whether you're looking for a job, trying to find information, or just keeping in touch with friends, you need email. There are several free web-based email services, and you're welcome to choose whichever one you like. We feel Gmail offers great service and will best prepare you for all your online communication. So, let's get started. Step 1. First type www.gmail.com into the URL window, or what's called the address bar, at the top of the screen. If you're starting on the google.com main page, you'll notice a link to Gmail at the top of the screen to the left. Or, If you look below this video, you'll see a link you can click to go straight to Gmail. Hang on, don't go away yet. It'll be easier if you watch this video all the way through first. Another helpful link you'll find below the video opens up a list of written instructions you can print out. Step 2. Click the big Create an Account button on the lower right-hand side of the screen. Step 3. The next step is a long step, but you only have to do it once. Fill in your first and last name. Now you need your login name. This has to be something that isn't already in use. Yes, it can be really difficult to find something unique, especially if your name isn't that unusual. Try some combinations of your first and last names, initials, etc. Try putting a period between your first and last name, like Bob.Smith. Keep clicking Check Availability until you find a login name.
Okay, sorry to stop, no, but I want to tell you that now here they have said check availability, right? Availability. It means that in this the username, first name and last name. Now Suchi Mehta, suppose Suchi Mehta, there can be so many in this world, right? If they have already created with the name Suchi Mehta, then again internet will not allow me to create the Suchi Mehta account. Okay, so when I write my desired domain name, login name, I will just have to click on check availability. It means whether it will allow me to create this. If it is available, then only yes, otherwise it will say, oh no, you have to keep some another name. Okay, so here this is the use of check availability. Then you have to create the password, minimum 8 characters in a length. Password should be little bit difficult, but it should be which you can remember. Okay,
now choose a password. Everyone will tell you to be super careful and choose something very cryptic and hard so no one can crack into your email. You do want to be careful, but don't make yourself crazy. Come up with something that you can remember that isn't obvious. For instance, password is a bad password. So is your name. Throw in a number just to make it a bit more difficult to guess. The security question is a way for Google to know it's you asking if you forget your password. You can even make up your own, like, what is your favorite pet? Then type in your answer, Alaskan Malamute. So cute. The recovery email is kind of a backup email. If you have a second email address, fill in this box. If not, don't worry, just leave it blank.
Okay, now whenever you have forgot a password and you want to ask for it, right? You forgot it. Now you see that there was an option called my favorite pet. So Google will ask is whether it is you who has forgot the password, and it will ask you the same question, and you can just see. And if you have sent there any another email account, immediately the password will be sent in that
Location should already say United States. If you live in a different country, it may already have your country listed. If not, change it to your country. Fill in your birth date. The word verification thingy is something Google uses to keep people or companies from computer-generating email addresses. Google wants to make sure a real human being is filling out the form. Computers can't read the weird swoopy writing, so just type the string of letters you see into the box. It may take a time or two to get it right, and it can be frustrating, but don't give up. We all need email. The terms of service is your usual legal mumbo jumbo about service and privacy issues. If you're happy with their terms, click I accept, create my account. Congratulations, you now have an email account. You've taken the first step in connecting with old and new friends. But wait, there's more. Once you have an email account, you can spread out on lots of social media platforms. Set up a Facebook page, chat with a new pal on Twitter, even start writing your own story with a blog on WordPress. Check out the instructions on this site and join us.
So this is how you create your account. Okay, fine. Now this is the way, after creating the account, how you do the email, how you compose the
You
mail.
have your Gmail account set up. It's time to compose your first email. In the left menu pane, click the plus button to compose a new email. There are 3 main parts to the email that you'll always need to have. Recipients, which are the people that you're sending the email to, a subject, which tells your recipients what the email is about, and the body, which is the message itself. Let's start by adding some recipients. You can type 1 or more email addresses here. If the person is already in your contacts, you can just start typing their name, and it will appear below. Then you can press the Enter key or the Tab key to add the person. You can add a lot of email addresses.
Now if you have noticed here carefully, this two had a Yahoo account and this person had a Gmail account. So you can send to any person who is using the different website for creating their account. Okay, so they had a Yahoo, this one had a Gmail, but if you have their address, proper address, it will send it.
This is really quickly this way. Another way to add recipients is to click the word to, and then you can select the contacts that you want. When you're finished, click Select. For the subject, you can just type something brief that describes what the email is about. And in the body field, you can type your message. Now, before we send this email, there are some additional things that we can do. Sometimes you may want to add recipients to the CC or BCC fields, which stand for carbon copy and blind carbon copy. Carbon copy is used a lot in the business world, and it basically just lets the person know that they're not the main recipient, while still keeping them in the loop. Blind carbon copy is similar, except it hides the recipient's email address from everyone else. For this email, we don't really need to use either of these. You can also attach a file if you want. For this email, we might want to add a flyer that people can print. You'll be able to see the
Now this is the attachment option where you can attach any file. Okay, whenever you do attachment, see, it will show you like when it will complete, the whole bar will go. Just notice it. Okay, from attachment, select your file you want to attach. It can be a music file, it can be a document, PDF file, any file.
upload progress
PPT.
here, and larger attachments may take a while to upload. And it's nice to include a short note, just to let your recipients know what the attachment is. Finally, we can add various types of formatting to the body of the email. For example, it would be good to format this web address as a link so that people can click on it. I'll select it, and then click the link button. If you want, you can click Change to change the display text to something different. You can also use these buttons to add other formatting like colors, fonts, and bulleted or numbered lists. Since this email is pretty informal, a little bit of color can help add some personality to it. But in a more serious email, like a job application, it's better to stick with more traditional formatting. The final step is to click Send. Now there's one more thing that I'd like to mention. Many people like to create a signature that will appear at the end of every email that they send. To do
This is
this,
also
click the gear
important.
icon and select Settings. Then scroll down until you see the signature area. Typically, a signature will include your name and some kind of contact info, like an email address or a phone number. But keep in mind that this will be seen by everybody who gets an email from you, so you may not want to include anything too personal, like a home address. When you're done, scroll to the bottom of the page and click Save Changes. And now, whenever you compose an email, your signature will appear at the end.
This. Okay, so
GC.
hope you enjoyed this video, right? Now, so this is the way how you can create your mail account and how you can compose an email and send to your friends. Okay, more details we will see in the online class. I will show you my account and I would like to show you how different ways you can use your email Gmail account. Okay, today I'm going to give you a prep of page number 80, page number 87, question A, B and C. Fine. Tomorrow I'm going to put up in my video. You can check out the answer. A, B and C, question A, B and C, page number 87. Hope you have enjoyed both the videos. You can use this and you can create your own email ID. Fine. Take a help of your parents. Okay. So thank you for today and thank you. Have a nice day. So